All right, guys. I think we should be live. Welcome on in. Welcome to 2025. Happy New Year, Brad. Yeah, me too. I hope in exactly 1 year we can check in and see what the hell was going on with 2025. We should all be so grateful. What's up, Cindy? The Bear Jew says ISIS hit New Orleans with an electric truck IED. Was it an IED? I don't know. I didn't. I mean, you broke the news right here in my chat. I had no clue what happened. That's shocking. I have it up on X right now, but still don't know a whole lot about what happened. Something about somebody driving a truck into a crowd of people and then opening fire. And then they found an ISIS flag or something like that. Biolabs, yeah, for sure. A lot of people think that's what the whole Ukraine situation is all about. Biolabs. What's up, Cindy? She Warrior. Happy New Year. Olivia too. Scott, what up? It's all downhill from here. I hope not. I prefer uphill, you know. We need something to work towards, you know. Forget all that down the hill stuff. What's going on, Shane? Happy New Year. Sparky says, hope 2025 brings happiness and good health to you all. That's nice. That's a nice thing to say. I know I put up a poll. What was the question? Probably something about are you ready for 2025 or something like that. Big Fish, what up? Good to see you. So the question is, how you feeling about 2025? 59% of you say optimistic. 15% say you thought 2024 was bad. Just wait. 14% say just another year, my guy. 11% say can't be worse than 2024. That's what my wife said. How you feeling about 2025? Well, it can't be worse than 2024. Yeah, we lost 3 pets. So that was rough. On a global scale, of course, it means nothing, but for us, that was huge. What's up, D? Says hippie New Year. I like that. I think we are. I think we're going to be a little more 420 friendly in 2025. Any resolutions? No, I made a couple resolutions about my health, and I'm already on it. I got a jump start. Today, I went on a 2.5-mile walk, and that was 3 days in a row. Back on my diet. So we're off to a good start. Health wise, what's up, Wanda? Mustang, good to see you. A new left knee. All I want for Christmas is a new left knee. Wow. Good luck with that surgery. I'm sure it'll go well. Ziggy, Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you. What's up, Sparky? Brett Decker, welcome in. Susan, Happy New Year. Jerry, what's up? Happy New Year, Don. What the hell? Just had a Tesla truck explode in front of Trump Towers in Vegas. What? What in the hell? Let's take a look at that. Cybertruck? I don't think that's related. Shit, at least I don't. I hope not. Yeah, what is that? Sounds like fireworks. Yeah, let me put this up on the screen. It sounds like fireworks on that one. You hear that? You hear the whistling?
I just heard a boom.
Oh my God. I heard that boom too, but I didn't know it was actually outside. I thought it was a person in the hallway. Holy shit.
Somebody in the hallway making the boom. That lady was funny. Did you hear her? Here, let's listen to this lady in the background.
Oh my God. I heard that boom too, but I didn't know it was actually outside. I thought it was a person in the hallway.
Thought it was somebody else with the bomb in the hallway. I don't know. Fireworks seem to leave that much smoke.
I hope not another one goes off.
A garbage dumpster.
That's a
Yeah, I don't know if that seems like something different. Thanks, Susan. What's up, Sydney? Making greens, yams, corn. Damn. Cornbread, blackened peas, and pork tenderloin. That sounds yummy. I need all the luck I can get. That's our traditional New Year's meal. That sounds amazing. Um, I just had a big breakfast, so me and the old lady went and had breakfast and a couple mimosas. Well, she didn't. I did. She doesn't drink, but I had plenty. How you doing, Don? Hey, CJK says I'm praying for a better 2025. Happy New Year. Yeah, I mean, 2024 was not the best. We did. I mean, there's a lot of good things that happened, but overall, man, it just kind of flew by. Good to see you, Olivia. I have 2 replaced knees. Damn. There you go. All right. So what's going on with New Orleans? What the hell is this? Here, let me pull this up on the big screen for you.
Vehicle. Other potential IEDs were also located in the French Quarter. As of now, 2 IEDs have been found and rendered safe. The
Okay, so she said 2 IEDs. Now those are explosives.
FBI's Collision Bomb Tech as our local law enforcement partners have been working to determine if any of these devices are viable, and they will work to render those devices safe. The FBI, we are working with our partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism.
Hey, what'd she say?
Subjects associates, act of terrorism. We are working with our partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism.
Okay. No, this is a bad video. So they are investigating it as an act of terrorism. Damn. The first day of 2025, and we got some lone wolf ISIS member. Let's see here. Law enforcement officials identify the suspect in the New Orleans attack, claims ISIS flag was found in the pickup truck. Man, that's fucking scary. Outside the grid, I suspect it will be an exciting year. Well, yeah. I mean, especially with the war in Ukraine, between Russia and the Ukraine, you have North Korea getting involved. There's only 2 ways that can go, up or down. Happy New Year's, Nixon. Yeah, it's definitely a Tesla Cybertruck, but it sounds like a pile of fireworks. So maybe it's just a warning. I don't know. I was watching a video from Japan, and they lit the world's largest firework. It was huge. And all I could think was, man, they're still pissed about those nukes. When are they going to hit us back for hitting them with those nukes back in World War II? They might act like they don't mind, but deep down, they're still pissed about that. I know I would be. Yeah, what's up, Scott? How you doing over there? Hey, Chopper. Happy New Year. Nixon said I had multiple mimosas at brunch wedding on Sunday. Yeah, we just had brunch. We went on a nice walk this morning, and then we went and had brunch. And I may have had 1 or 2 mini mimosas. How many is too many? Is 3 too many? Seems like just the right amount. What's up, Grunge Truck? Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, obviously, right? It's obviously a terrorist attack. Apparently, this is the guy here. Let me pull up this video. Now, don't quote me. I'm grabbing all this off
I'm
of
Shamsuddin
X.
Jabbar, property manager with Blue Metal Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now
So, according to X, this is the guy who drove a truck into a crowd in New Orleans and then apparently opened fire on that crowd. Reports are coming in that he had an ISIS flag. But don't quote me on that. I'm just finding out about this.
I'm Shamsuddin Jabbar, property manager with Blue Metal Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And I've been here all my life.
So he looks like an American citizen, but there are reports about the vehicle that he used in this attack. Apparently came across the U.S.-Mexico border maybe a day or two ago. So he didn't use his personal vehicle. The reports I read were a vehicle that came across the U.S.-Mexico border. I mean, it could have been packed filled with some of these IEDs. So who knows?
With the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist,
Army
where I
man.
learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off
What's up, Diamonds? Welcome in.
without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied them to my career as a real estate agent, where I feel like what really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, one, be a fierce negotiator. So not only do I brilliantly market your property to make sure it gets sold.
So yeah, if this is the guy, he's a U.S. citizen, he's military. I think he was in the Army. But reports are coming out that the vehicle that he used came across the U.S.-Mexico border recently. And we are hearing reports that they were finding IEDs. Now, those are explosives you can detonate by remote. That's some Iraq shit right there. So not the best way to start 2025, but you know, it is what it is. What were some of the major events of 2024? I know we had the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. We had the conviction and sentencing of Richard Allen. What else we got?
As quickly as possible or gets leased as quickly as possible. But I'm also going to take every ounce of energy and putting it into negotiating for you and for your property to get the best deal that you can possibly get for it.
Real estate agent.
Once we get to the closing table, all the I's are going to be dotted, all the T's are going to be crossed. Everything's going to go off without a hitch.
It's going to go off. See, the red flags were there, guys. Listen.
Going to go off without a hitch, and that
you weren't
these
listening.
are going to be crossed. Everything's going to go off without a hitch.
Boom.
And
what's up, Cheeks? It looked like him to me in the videos on X. What videos? Like, I'm just finding out about this. Bear Jew left a comment, and I went and checked it out, and these are some of the things that I found. Yeah, what is it? There's a recipe for it, CJ King. Like, what's the recipe for this? I mean, there's got to be some kind of mental health issues in there somewhere. I'm thinking depression. I think with depression, there comes similar to like fight or flight. It's like self-harm or do I harm others? You know, I think it's a very similar thing. Fight or flight. But for depression, it's self-harm or harm others. What's up, Jason? I think the list was caught in 2023. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 2023. Yeah, the whole Ukraine thing can only go two ways. Either it's going to become extremely escalated, or we'll see the end of it. Grunge, I think he's dead. Pretty sure he's dead. There was some photos of a man laying there in army fatigues, and he looked pretty lit up. Here, let me see if I have any photos that aren't too explicit, of course. You know, we're not trying to show any some crazy shit. Let's see. Yeah, there's a video online. I don't know if I can play it on YouTube, but it it looks like the video is right after he came driving into the crowd, because remember, he drove into the crowd and then he got out and started shooting. Um so imagine that, right? That's bad enough that somebody's driving into a crowd, right? That's already a terrorist attack, you know, with multiple casualties. Now picture the person who did the driving get out of the vehicle and continue with the secondary attack. So this video apparently is people thinking, hey, you know, the attack is over. This is bad enough. And right in the middle of that carnage, you hear the gunfire. I'm pretty sure I can't play that on YouTube, but if you go on to X, yeah, it's clear as day. I don't know. Maybe I can. Here, let me pull this up. It doesn't show anything too crazy. But man, you can hear it, and it sounds like an AK. Okay, I'm assuming that's the truck there, right? I could be wrong. Oh, but yeah, it looks like there's casualties right there. I don't think I can play that. Yeah, YouTube will hit me for that. So from what I'm seeing in the video, he looks like he drove up on a busy street, and there are bodies everywhere. He may have even gone up on the sidewalk somewhat. And then once his vehicle was immobilized, like I don't know, it looks like maybe it crashed into a scissor lift, and the radiator and everything looks just completely destroyed. A lot of front end damage. He must have stepped out at that point and began opening fire on people. Yeah, that's crazy. And I remember hearing a lot of talk of these lone wolf attacks that we could expect in 2024. So it's very strange to see that the first day of 2025, we're getting hit with that. I don't know what this is. This is the first moment. So I don't know. Is that the white truck there? Oh yeah. It almost appears like he's going up on the curb. Yep. Oh shit. right in front of the cop. Yeah, that was horrible. So he pulled right in front of a cop and just ran through a group of people, a large group of people at full speed. I mean, I don't know how you prepare for that. What are you just never supposed to join a group on the street? I mean, this is a madman right here. We're talking explosives in the truck. The guy jumps out with an AK-47, ISIS flags. I mean, you guys be careful out there. They've been lying to you. They lied to you all through 2024. Let's hope in 2025 they just stop lying. Because an entire group of people were just run over and gunned down. Yeah, he's definitely dead. So let's and we're not going to show this whole video, but I mean, look at that. He's just driving along. Nothing to see here. He must have been triggered by that cop, maybe? I'm not quite sure. What the fuck? See, and then he guns it right there. Notice all of the people in the background. There's probably, I mean, there's at least a dozen people there, if not more. Ah, that's crazy. And there's a cop right here. He did it right in front of a cop. Almost like he wanted to engage with the officer. Oh yeah, he was definitely lit up. But he should have never. I mean, I don't understand how this happens. Cheeks, does it actually show him with like a firearm in his hand? There you go, CJK. Because there's that video where you can actually hear him, but there's nothing. You can't like see the gunman. Yeah, I did see that report. I think he had IEDs too, right? Like in a jacket, in a vest. Thanks for reminding me. Here, let's go to the video that I watched on that, and we'll rewatch it.
Breaking news now. The FBI arresting a Virginia man earlier this month after finding what prosecutors describe as the largest seizure of homemade explosives in Bureau history. In court documents, prosecutors say Brad Kenneth Spafford is an extreme danger to the community, and they're trying to keep him in jail. They say he had a stockpile of more than 150 pipe bombs, with some preloaded into a wearable vest.
Damn.
Let's get right to our Ken Delaney. And Ken, what is Spafford charged with right now, and what else?
And when I saw the images of the vest, it didn't seem like a suicide vest. It just seemed like this guy was planning on throwing a lot of pipe bombs. You know, he had them like lined up to where he could just kind of grab them, light one, toss it. You know, it didn't look like a suicide vest.
Did investigators say they found?
As of now, Valerie, he's only charged with illegally possessing a short-barreled unregistered rifle. But it seems pretty clear there are more charges. They were arguing to this federal judge that he should not be released on bond because he's a danger to the community, not only because they recovered that massive cache of explosives, but because he appears to be an anti-government extremist. They said that he was using pictures of President Biden for target practice, and he talked to a neighbor about bringing back political assassinations. So he appears to have some very extreme beliefs, and the federal government wants him behind bars. That's where he is right now while a judge considers the evidence, Valerie.
We know he was only recently arrested, but this investigation goes back at least a year, right?
That's right. A neighbor became interested in him when he moved to the area near Norfolk, Virginia, and noticed that he had lost some fingers and learned that it was because of his handling of homemade explosives. And that.
Did you hear that? His neighbor was like, dude, what happened to your fingers? Come to find out he's been playing with explosives.
Neighbor provided the tip to the FBI and also apparently recorded this person secretly. So the FBI has been watching him for a while, but they only recently got a search warrant to go to the residence, and then they found the explosives.
And Ken, what is his lawyer saying about all of this?
Well, his lawyer is pushing back strongly against the idea that he's a danger to the community. He hasn't spoken specifically to the seizures of explosives, but he's saying that the idea that this man is dangerous and an anti-government extremist is overblown and concocted, and there's no evidence of that. And initially, a judge ruled that he could be released with electronic monitoring, but the prosecutors urged that judge to reconsider, and he remains behind bars at this hour.
Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I guess 2025 is going to go off with a bang. Yeah, we do have a name, actually. What the hell was his name? Shamsud Din Jabbar.
Good evening. I'm Shamsuddin Jabbar, property manager with Blue Metal Properties and team lead.
Yeah, this guy right here. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I need some water. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, this is the guy right here.
At the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. And
I don't know, Scott, if he got spooked or whatever, but what troubles me is the fact that there seems to be a conspiracy involved, right? If the truck is coming across the U.S. border, and pretty much our borders are wide open because of our current president, current White House staff, they might be trying to take advantage of that. So I was reading a report before I went live that the truck came over the U.S. Mexico border. How many other trucks came over, and were they just filled up with explosives and IEDs? And I don't know. Hopefully, we're not going to see more of these attacks. Let's see if we can find more about the truck. How about that? I don't want to lean in too much on that part of it if we can't confirm that. Yeah, we watched that one, Cheeks. All right. It says here FBI confirms New Orleans attacker Shamsud Din Jabbar is a U.S. citizen from Texas. He had an ISIS flag in his truck. Weapons and potential IEDs were also inside Jabbar's vehicle. Potential IEDs were also located in the French Quarter. So he went and placed some. These must be remote detonated, maybe. Here's some photographs. Yeah, and I think this is the flag here. I'm assuming at one point it was out completely. Yeah, that's pretty scary. See the bullet holes in the back? Oh no, this flag might be homemade. Don says it was pre-planned. He had weapons and explosives in the vehicle and a black ISIS flag. Hell yeah, it was. Question is that his truck? Where did he make the bombs? Hey, Miss Thang. Happy New Year. Yeah, Miss Thang, I just hope that it's isolated. I'm going to try to follow up on the information about the truck. It says here, may have had help from others. FBI Special Agent Aletha Duncan revealed investigators don't believe Shamsu Din Jabbar 42 acted alone in the truck attack that killed 10. Damn. They're saying he did not act alone. Yeah, that's not good news, because if that truck came across the US Mexico border and it was filled with explosives and weapons and things like that, who knows how many more vehicles just like it went across the border. Miss Thing says they are looking for at least 4 more involved. Jeez. That's 4 more potential attacks right there. Hey, what's up, Anthony? So that's basically a base then, huh, Grunge? Or would you consider it kind of like a military port? Ha! Cheek says his new name, dead motherfucker. Oh, he's dead. But it sounds like so are 10 other people. And they were warning us in 2024 of potential lone wolf attacks. And now with everything that's going on in Syria, and oh, man, I just hope that it's isolated. I mean, why is the vehicle coming from Mexico? That doesn't make any sense. All right, here's something. The suspect in the New Orleans terror attack is a U.S. citizen. The truck bearing Texas plates used in the Bourbon Street attack in New Orleans on Wednesday morning crossed the U.S.-Mexico border on November 16th. April 14th, 2015, ISIS is operating a camp just a few miles from El Paso, Texas. According to Judicial Watch sources that include a Mexican Army field grade officer and a Mexican federal police. Well, that's good. That's good to know. That I haven't heard of, Cindy. I don't know. Would they get some threats? Maybe. I don't know. Something's going on. Man, 2025 is off to a quick start. No, looks like it's up and running. All I'm reading here, Cindy, is that security is tightened. The parade, well, that went off without a hit. It says here, Sugar Bowl set to kick off amid New Orleans investigation. So yeah, it's still good to go. Well, nope, and here's another report. Sugar Bowl postponed in wake of New Orleans attack. Here, let's watch that.
The best moments deserve the best eggs, especially when they're Eggland's Best. Tastes so deliciously.
Don't mind that.
About why this happened, the motive, how it happened, but the biggest concern now is public safety. Not only keeping people out of the French Quarter while law enforcement conduct these searches, but also when it comes to the Sugar Bowl. A lot of debate this morning over whether or not the Sugar Bowl should go forward. What's the latest on those talks? What can you tell us?
So the game has been officially moved from tonight to tomorrow night at the same time. And I think that was done out of an abundance of caution. No matter whether
Smart
or not
move.
this person was whether or not this was.
I think the fact that they know that others might be involved in the connection with the Mexican border This is a conspiracy.
Homegrown attack or not, this was terrorism. This was an attack on an American city. This was an attack on our country and our way of life. And we have to respond. And the game is going to move forward tomorrow. As of right now, it's only being postponed one day. And the investigation is active and will remain active.
How big is this undertaking right now, given the broad scope of this investigation now and how quickly it's escalated in just a few hours?
This is as big as it gets. This is federal, state, local partners and law enforcement working nonstop in coordination to, one, continue to investigate this.
Let's go to Grunge Truck's message here. Targeting helpless people on the street doesn't convey much of a political message. I mean, it does. It conveys plenty. It basically conveys the message that they're being pushed, right? Kind of like Luigi Mangione. Like, you've pushed me to this. That's the message. You're killing people in Syria, Palestine, things like that. Yeah, that's the message there. Like, you did this is what they're trying to say, which is what most terrorists say. Or, hey, they're just looking for mass casualties, like we're at war. I want to take as many of you out as I can. And that's also a message.
It's a very large crime scene that is currently being preserved. The deceased are still present on Bourbon Street. This is a frightful morning and a frightful scene. Investigators are still looking for other explosive devices. In addition to making sure that all these folks that have come into town can continue to be safe and making determinations about how and when the game will go forward.
And Jason, we heard Pierre talking earlier about how the public can help people who were there with perhaps videos, images. Do you have an appeal out to the public, letting them know, asking them for any information they might have?
Absolutely. I mean, the public, they're the best players on the field when it comes to solving crime and figuring out how things happen. And we do that very often with crimes that aren't associated with terrorism. And they are the ones who give us the clues that we need to get closer to who all potentially was involved in this thing. And that appeal will continue to go out. And that's not just in the city of New Orleans. This person drove into the city. This person rented a car from outside of the city and drove into it. So if there's any information in any city that he might have passed through, any information they can provide about who he was with or who he met with, all of that is extremely valuable to the work that we're trying to do right now.
And what is the latest on what law enforcement has uncovered so far? He was from Texas. What more can you tell us?
He's from Texas. It appears that he was radicalized. I don't want to get into any of the other information that we know now, as it could jeopardize and molest going after anyone else that was potentially involved or associated with him. That? I just wouldn't be prudent at this time.
Do you have any indication that he had some kind of assistance in this?
The last expert who was talking was absolutely right when he described this was strategic. These explosive devices, we don't know whether or not he had experience in making them, which might mean someone else helped him make these devices before he came into the city of New Orleans. We just don't have all of that information right now. And that is what we're desperately trying to find out, because that tells us how safe the public is moving forward.
Yeah, that's scary as shit. The fact that they don't believe that he's like a lone wolf or whatever, I got this 50? That means that these guys could strike again at any point. Yeah, I don't like that. And that's what they're doing, right? That's what they're trying to do, is strike fear. It's the whole point. That's why they call it terrorism. Yeah, there is no political message. It's just terror. That is the message. Like, we are here. Damn. Cindy says death toll now up to 15 per ABC News. 15 people. Yep, there you go, Ricky. Postponed until tomorrow. Same time, same venue. And I'm glad that they did that. The fact that they know others are involved and this is some kind of a conspiracy or orchestrated attack, yeah, I mean, that's very wise of them. What could it hurt? You know, you never know. You have the event and then all of a sudden there's another mass casualty event. Couldn't hurt. But the fact that these people were able to attack us like that and, you know, even affect anybody's schedule is upsetting. You know, they come in, they take lives, and they disrupt everything. And then you're going to have people who cheer them on, you know. These are Luigi Mangione. This guy is a Luigi Mangione to somebody, you know. Somebody's praising him for what he did. Good to see you, Ricky. Oh, is that where you're from? New Orleans? Yeah, he picked that place for a reason. And it's almost like he tried to incite a police officer too. Yep, Sparky postponed until tomorrow, exactly. Yep, what's up, Joe Newman? James Cope, welcome in. Was the attacker an illegal immigrant? No, not at all. He was actually a Army veteran and a real estate agent. You know, he seems like he just got radicalized. He's not working alone is the thing. That white truck here, let me see if I can put it up on the screen. This truck here that was involved came across the US-Mexico border, had Texas plates, and he may not have even known how to operate the explosives. So the question is, who helped him? Who drove that truck across the border? Why do they need you know, what else was in that truck? Was it filled with people, filled with explosives, filled with items? And if he wasn't working alone, are there more attacks coming? It's weird because throughout 2024, we heard that, you know, that we were expecting all these weird terrorist attacks now that we have this open border. Well, there you go. Yeah, we're actually going to close down that poll right now. So if you guys haven't participated in the poll, please do now. And we are going live again a little bit later today, by the way. So keep a lookout for that notification. This was just a quick little, I don't know, temperature check. All right, the poll question. Now, how are we feeling going live again a little bit later today, by the way? How are we feeling about 2025? 67% of you thankfully said optimistic. That's where I'm at. And it's even on the rest. 11% can't be worse than 2024. 12% you thought 2024 was bad. Just wait. 11% said just another year, my guy. We'll close that down. Catch up on the chat, and then we'll bounce. And then I'll see you guys in about another 4 hours. Yep, the guy was an Army vet. V, good to see you. Yeah, how many have come through that border? What else can we expect? I mean, we've had basically armies of men come across our border under the Biden administration. Nobody cares until, you know, until the shit starts to hit the fan. You're being racial. No, we don't like ISIS. We don't want ISIS committing terrorist acts in our country. Mexico is one of the richest countries in the world. Trust me, they're doing just fine. Those aren't the folks who are crossing the country. You're being racist against Mexicans. Those aren't the people crossing the border. Obviously, you've never been to Mexico. Most Mexicans cross the border. They go shopping in America all day long. They don't need to cross the desert or the Rio Grande. They get in their vehicle. They go up to the border and they say, well, we're going shopping today. Okay. And then they come back and they go home. It's only rich white people in the United States. You're being racist. You guys are fucking stupid. It has nothing to do with race. There's drugs, there's weapons, there's sex trafficking. And now look, there's fucking trucks. ISIS trucks coming across the border. It's not a racial thing, guys. It's a common sense type thing. Cindy says, I went to the Rose Parade this morning not knowing any of this. I might not have gone if I had known. Yeah, and I don't blame you. That's why they call it terrorism. It's there to cause terror. People are going to just do these random acts of terror. The reason they do it is to shake things up, change our way of lives. Like, you think you can just be in America, living it up, going to New Year's Day parades? Hell no. We're going to come blow your shit up. Yeah, they were finding groups of 100 Chinese military age men almost every day. And they just released them into the country. Like, yeah, they may be empty-handed, but once they get into the country, they can put something in those hands, like explosives. They can build here. It's just common sense, guys. Common sense. Thank you, Sparky. Thank you, James. Yeah, anytime you radicalize anything, Don, that's what you get. Anytime you can radicalize Christianity, and that you're going to get, you just can't be radical. But when it comes to Islam, yeah, more so for sure. We've seen it play out time and time again. But typically it's, anything that's radicalized, you can expect a bad outcome. Thank you, Sparky. I appreciate that. If you guys want to donate, bam, there you go. What's up, Melissa? Thank you, Sparky. Yep, we do accept Zelle, Venmo. Hey, Rain Dancer, how you doing? Happy 2025. Hope you're getting off to a good start. Welcome on in. Take care, Cheeks. Yep, we're about to get out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Right, Cindy? You think he would have followed the laws? You talking about Luigi? Think he cared if that gun was legal or not? Last time I checked, murder was illegal and punishable by death. It didn't seem to stop him. Thank you, Sparky. Yeah, if you guys could hit the thumbs up, share the video if you can. Happy New Year, Rain Dancer. Anthony France. Hope they beef up security at any other large gatherings. I agree with that. And I mean, how do you even protect from that? I mean, the dude was just in a truck and then all of a sudden he flipped a U-turn right in front of a cop. You know, he ran over a whole group of people right in front of a police officer and then crashes up the street and you think it's over, right? You're like, oh my God, what a terrible accident. This guy must have had a seizure. You know, normal people on the street are like, this is not a terrorist attack. This poor guy, I'm going to go check on him. He's obviously having a heart attack or he had a seizure or, you know, this is a medical emergency that just happened to be, some people happen to be in the way. And then right in the middle of that thought, you're checking on this person, that individual gets out of his truck and starts opening fire. Now, what if he was able to get his hands on those explosives and then really start doing some damage? Yeah, this is not a good start to 2025. And the fact that they can pretty much verify that there's more people that are involved and the truck is crossing the US Mexico border, that has me very alarmed. I can almost guarantee that others are going to be conducting other acts similar to this. Oh, Anna's saying the New Orleans terrorists had a long gun with a silencer and pipe bombs, etc. Oh, okay, gotcha. And like I said, I'm just learning about this event now, pretty much just before the live stream. Yeah, just drunk, living life, celebrating, but through the eyes of ISIS, you know, a bunch of heathens. You know, we need to get Sharia law up in this bitch, or else it's just an abomination. But we can't let this get us down. You guys be cautious, be safe. Hopefully this isn't a some kind of trend that we can expect for 2025. Not a good start. But I do have another live stream planned for you guys a little bit later. So we're going to stay. That's one of my resolutions. We're going to do a lot more streaming. We're going to have a lot more freedom on this channel. Not going to be so sanctimonious, so to speak. And I'll check you guys a little bit later. So take care. See you soon.